teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
So the Nets starting five. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Now Brunson after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Right side Thomas. Bridges with the steal. Anunoby has the open look. Here's Towns. Puts up a 3. Some nice passing by New York here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Bridges. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Thomas lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Bridges misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Russell with a wide-open look, and the Nets another 3.
D'Angelo Russell is not afraid to make some big-time momentum-swinging shots. Nice to see him answer back right there.
Now, here's Anunoby. Pass to Towns. Anunoby is screen on Claxton. Bridges for 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here is Williams. No good from outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Anunoby finds Brunson. To the wing on the left. Back to Bridges. Over Russell. Bridges misses.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Towns in the corner. And the rejection by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by Claxton. And New York making a change here. Achua's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Johnson's checked in. Bridges with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. New York, no good that time either.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Now Bridges, after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Fires the 3. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
From downtown, out to Bridges, takes the 3, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. A different look for New York. Miles McBride's checked in for Hart, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Nets also changing it up. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Williams comes in for Cameron Thomas. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for D'Angelo Russell. Achua, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Pass to Sharp. They need this one. They grab their own miss. Back to Melton. Here's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Williams for 3. Sharp, the pass to Melton. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from three-point range. Melton's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Johnson.
Knicks trail by 8. Pass to Achua. Outside, Towns. Over in the corner, McBride. Three-pointer. That one's not going to go. And here's Johnson outside, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to it. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They've got Achua. Miles McBride out there with Payne. Then it's Bridges. And it's Robinson in at the center. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Brooklyn leading by 8. And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Anunoby, he's checked in for Cameron Payne.
New York Knicks. Number 8. OG Anunoby.
Nets shooting around 40% from the floor here. Johnson kicks to Williams. Kicks it out to Wilson. Pass to Johnson. Outside Williams. From outside the arc. Knicks with the rebound.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
McBride passes to Bridges. Anunoby with it. Williams picks him up. Bridges inside the three-point line. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Bridges has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Knicks. Pass to Wilson. Fires from deep, and the three ball is good. Wilson's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Here's Clowney. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Three-pointer. Rebound by Williams.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Clowney. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Robinson with it. Still without a basket. Achua in the corner. Latrey gets it to go from beyond the arc. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally, is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Now, Anunoby, after Keon Johnson's three-pointer that didn't go. Wilson left side. Pass to Clowney.
2 minutes remaining.
It's the three-point bomb. Clowney's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Robinson up top, defended by Sharp. McBride passes to Anunoby. Robinson against Sharp. Here's Anunoby. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Pass to Achua. Robinson against Sharp. New York moving it around. Bridges, right side. Off target with his three. Brooklyn leading by 12. Williams for three. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half. Robinson dishes to Bridges. New York, no good that time either. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. It's Williams, high post. Shoots over Bridges. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Brooklyn enjoying a 12-point lead as they took. I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Knicks trail by 12, and a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Russell is out there with Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Now Towns. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Hart. No good with the triple. Nets leading by 9. Williams for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Anunoby, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's Thomas on the wing. Brunson covering. Thomas, no good. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Brunson off the dribble. Here's Anunoby. Hits it from 3-point range. Anunoby's got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for the Knicks.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
Williams gets the bucket.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Towns. He has yet to score.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
The kick out to Williams. Hands it from downtown. Williams has got 9 points here in the second half.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now. Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. Rebounded by Hart. Knicks trail by 15. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Russell. It's off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Achua, he's checked in for New York. Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets. Johnson comes in for D'Angelo Russell. Looking to end his cold spell. New York missing again.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Nobody near Williams. A three-pointer off the mark. For New York, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Bridges kicks to Achua. Gets to the corner and buries it. Achua's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
New York's gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break. And there's the drive. Hart, wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. Hart's got 6 points.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Wilson the pass to Williams. Johnson against Brunson. Pass to Wilson. Over Hart. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Knicks trail by 10. Bridges outside. Now here's Towns. With a screen on Johnson. Towns finds Bridges for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Williams passes to Johnson. Johnson with a screen on Hart. Pass to Johnson. Back to Johnson. Johnson sets the screen for Johnson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
3-point goal.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. We've got Payne. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Anunoby. And it's Robinson. And it's McBride in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Watford with it. Defended by Towns. And Clowney can't get it to go. Robinson passes to Anunoby for the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got 8 rebounds in this game. From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. McBride passes to Anunoby. Here's Payne. Towns sets the pick for Payne. Clowney pulls it in. Lewis with the 3. The long distance 3 is buried.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The shot by Watford, no good. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. It's a 13-point game. Back to Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And that's now 9 points for OG Anunoby.
Don't lose track of OG Anunoby. He's put in real time to make that jumper legit.
Johnson finds Watford. Back to Johnson. And stolen by Payne. And a fast break now for New York. Towns, the pass to Payne. Some nice passing by New York here. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive. but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And yes, it's good. Now McBride. Outside, Towns. Pass to Robinson. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Towns missing. Brooklyn leading by 9. Lewis with the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. New York, they're working against the clock now. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Clowney. Drills the three-pointer.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. Payne dishes to Towns. Anunoby in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Johnson from outside, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Nets.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Williams.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Brooklyn with the ball. Deep 2 from Russell. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
That's from
And the Nets lead by 14.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
New York missing again. Outside Williams. Launches it. The Knicks pull it in. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent.
attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. It's 2-on-1. Oh, a clear look for Anunoby. Holiday grabs the miss. And it's Holiday with the ball for Boston. Brown passes to Tatum. Holiday from long range. And it's New York with a rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Towns a screen on Holiday. And Brunson, here we go. Towns outside. Anunoby for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. It's stolen by Tatum. They've got numbers. Back to Holiday. Outside, Brown. Pass to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Brown can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Bridges. Fires the 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend. And Coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete that has become a really good shooter over time, too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
And Allie, thanks. Achua's checked in for Anunoby. Outside Holiday. Again, the miss by Boston. The Knicks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Achua up top. He's covered by Holiday. Achua passes to Hart. Achua with a screen. Hart with it. Now guarded by White. It's stolen by Holiday. Now the Celtics on the move. And here's Brown for 3. They grab their own miss. Pass to Holiday. The kick to Tatum to stop the drought. Nails it from 3. And that'll tie this game up.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Outside Achua. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul. McBride, he's checked in for Bridges. Al Horford's checked in for Boston. 1:46 left to play in the first. Here's McBride. Gets it to go from the corner.
Yeah, and for Towns, great awareness at the offensive end.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They double team Brown. Outside White. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Some changes for Boston. Cornette checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Hauser comes in for White, and Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. Now here's Brunson. No points yet. Pass to Hart. The kick out to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Towns passes to Brunson. That three's off the mark. Boston trailing. Doubled by Towns. Horford against Achua. Horford passes to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. Kick out to Brown. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Knicks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Achua. Towns outside. Hart with a screen on Horford. Towns passes to Hart. From the wing. Achua can't hit. Brunson against Horford. Here's Cornette. And here's Brown for 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting.
Miles McBride is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Achua. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Pritchard, defended by Payne. Stolen by Payne. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. McBride with it. Tatum's there. Robinson with it. Picked up by Tatum. Pass to Achua. Down low. From downtown. That one no good. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
And here's Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out left to the wing. Here's Hauser. Knocks it down from distance. Hauser's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Left side Payne. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Achua with a screen on Porzingis. Pass to McBride. Achua for 3. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Boston leading by 4. Here's Tatum. Boy, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Tatum's got 8.
Yeah, tricky area for some guys, but not Tatum. He can hurt you from mid-range.
Outside McBride. Pass to Achua to halt the run. Drops in the 3. Achua's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Here's Pritchard. McBride covers. Outside Holiday. Porzingis with it. Back to Holiday. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Hauser can't get it to go.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Pass to Bridges. Fires the 3. Boston with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Now here's Achua. Left side Robinson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. And he hits it to tie the game. 6 points for him.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
And stolen by Bridges. Fires for three. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. Outside Holiday. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Brown, he's checked in for Hauser. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Tatum against Achua. Tatum passes to White. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Holiday from deep three-point land. And Anunoby pulls it down. The Knicks have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Kolek. Achua with a screen. Towns for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Oh, the big man is smooth from range. Have to put a man on Towns, that's for sure.
White pass to Tatum. Now Brown. Stop the drought. Achua with a rebound.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
There's the 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Outside White. Pass to Porzingis. Kick out to Brown. It could go. Oh, he drains the 3, but let's see.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
We're not going to halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
While this call may not decide the game, always prefer to get it right.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
14.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The perimeter pair, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point. And it's Brunson missing.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons. I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
White, the pass to Porzingis. Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Porzingis. Brunson against White. They kick it out to Porzingis. There's Tatum with the 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Towns passes to Hart. Outside Brunson. Pass to Towns. Bridges outside. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Shot's good by Hart.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Now Holiday.
17-14.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Brown with it. Hart covering. Brown against Hart. White for three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Tatum against Hart. Back to Brunson. Pass to Bridges. There's the triple. Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Holiday against Brunson. Stolen by Bridges. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Hart from long range. Called in by Brown. Boston has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. White with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. They now take the lead. And it's a 3-point Boston lead.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Kicks it out Towns. Shot is up. Anunoby on the wing. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Towns, that's good.
Taking his shot, and Towns doesn't think, he just acts.
Celtics lead 20-19.
Pass to Holiday. Back to White. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Kick out to Brown. Three-pointer, Holiday. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Anunoby for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
The kick to Tatum. White for 3. A 3-ball from the corner. Derek White.
And when he was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself, but now he wants to keep everybody involved.
24 seconds left in the third quarter here. Pass to Bridges. Hart from long range, and Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
The Celtics with the lead.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Here's Hauser. From downtown. That one is off. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Celtics. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Cameron Payne out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
First team foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Screen by Horford. Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Outside Payne. Outside McBride. Fires the 3. Boston pulls it in.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Hauser. Anunoby covering. Here's Hauser. From deep three-point land. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Pass to McBride. The three. He can't hit that time. Boston leading by 4. Horford outside. Here's Hauser. The kick to Tatum. 4-3. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And here's Payne outside. And the Knicks miss again. Boston's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Outside Craig. The kick to Tatum. The three. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Towns. Outside Payne. Driving inside. Now here's McBride. To snap the cold streak. The shot comes out. Now here's Tatum. McBride covers. The kick to Tatum. Craig with it. Takes the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Craig, no good. Knicks trail by 7. Pass to Anunoby. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Kicks it out Towns. Here's McBride. Pounded by Tatum. Towns for 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Hauser. Anunoby covering. Here's Pritchard. Off target from outside. For New York, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Pass to Anunoby. Towns for 3. Knocks down the long J. Now just a 4-point Boston lead.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Back to Pritchard. Outside Craig. Here's Hauser. Again, the miss by Boston. Outside McBride. Towns passes to Anunoby. Pass to Payne. Robinson on the wing. Driving in. Lets the three fly. Oh, he nails it! And that one brings him within 1.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Here's Tatum. Foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
White with it. Outside Tatum. Back to Holiday. Outside Brown. Pass to Holiday. Beyond the arc. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant.
begin in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards. The star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now Russell. Following the Porzingis miss from deep. Thomas, no good. Tatum against Johnson. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Now Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. White, wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to his perfect skill set. Like, when he's dropping dimes like that, like, Jason Tatum is a problem.
Now here's Williams. It's good from long range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
White against Thomas. And White kicks to Holiday. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense
and find the open man.
White finds Tatum. Brown wide open. He fires. Boston again missing.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Russell passes to Johnson. Knocked away. It's stolen by Brown. White left side. Outside Tatum. Outside White. Lock at 6. Boston, no good that time either. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Pass to Holiday, and stolen by Russell. Williams with a clean look, and a miss there on the triple. Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. The kick out to Brown. And here's White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Johnson with a screen on White. Back to Johnson. And it's Russell in the corner. Holiday against Johnson. 4 on the clock. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Johnson's got a couple of threes now in the first for Brooklyn.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Williams finds Russell. Back to Williams. Johnson sets the screen for Williams. From deep, Thomas. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
Brown, no good. And it's Williams with the ball for the Nets. Johnson kicks to Williams. That 3 off the mark. Celtics trail by 6. To end the cold streak. Boston again missing. Brooklyn's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. There's Thomas at the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. The kick out to Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Nets leading by 6. It's Thomas on the wing. Williams from outside. Boston grabs the miss. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Holiday dishes to White. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. White's got 6.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
We've got DeAnthony Melton. Also Johnson out there. Williams is out there with Sharp. And it's Clowney in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Drains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got the lead up to 6 now for Brooklyn. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and can start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. And Tatum launches it from deep. A rebound by the Nets. Johnson right side. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Celtics trail by 8. Horford kicks to Tatum. Shoots the 3. Take that! Oh, Tatum from the parking lot.
Ooh, how about that extended range from Tatum?
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Here's Pritchard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here we go. Nobody near Milton. No good on the 3. The Celtics have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Tipped away. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And the Nets making a change here. Wilson's checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. And it's Holiday in for Torrey Craig. There's a screen. Tatum's shot is off. Nets leading by 8. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Boston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. On the wing, Holiday buries the long-range jumper. Holiday's got 6 points.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch.
Clowney, good.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Pritchard. Outside, Porzingis. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. The offensive rebound. Sharp, the pass to Wilson. Here's Clowney. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
And the foul on Jrue Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Brown, he's checked in for the Celtics. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Johnson outside. Pass to Thomas. The three. Drops in the tray. He's got 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is. And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Johnson dishes to Russell. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Celtics trail by 14. Pass to White. 35 seconds left in the first half of the game. To the inside. The kick out to Holiday. Outside Tatum. The three is drilled by Tatum.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
Johnson against White. Thomas is screen on White. Pass to Thomas. That three off the mark. The three from Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Celtics. Johnson for 3. He can't get that one. And that concludes the first half. The Nets lead by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
23. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the floor for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Down low. That shot wide open. Johnson's got 9. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Takes a 3. And it's White missing. Brooklyn leading by 8. Johnson finds Thomas. Williams for 3. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brown outside. Out to White. From past the arc. Rebound by Johnson. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets, led by as many as 14 points.
And the ball handling, body control. Russell with a nasty pull-up.
And you look at the career of D'Angelo Russell. I mean, he's played for several teams, including the Lakers twice.
Teams keep trading for D'Lo for his offense. He can be electric. There is a reason why he's been named an all-star in his career. And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Johnson kicks to Russell. Off target from three-point range.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Outside, Porzingis. And the rejection by Claxton. And they get it back. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Johnson, that's for 2. Nice D from Porzingis. Celtics trail by 11.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Brown finds Tatum. Outside White. The kick out to Tatum. Back to White. To end the drought. And the rejection by Claxton. Brooklyn making some changes. Wilson, he's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And it's Johnson in for Russell. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard, he's checked in for White. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Trendon Watford's checked in for Williams.
Now into the lineup for your Knicks. Number 9, Trendon Watford.
Here's Watford. Fires top of the key. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard. And you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
Johnson in the corner. Back to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the Nets miss again. Celtics trail by 11. Pritchard passes to Porzingis. Here's Tatum. Brown inside. He's against Wilson. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
From deep, Johnson drains the three-pointer. Johnson's got 6.
But we'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Back to Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And here's Johnson outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This is how lethal a scorer Johnson can be. Keep feeding that beast.
Pritchard passes to Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 9.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Brooklyn leading by 11. We've got Sharp. Johnson is out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Clowney in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. From deep three-point land. The shot by Watford, no good. The Celtics shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. And here is Craig, right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Tatum. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Wilson. Boston grabs the miss.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Horford finds Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Watford, that's good.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached
to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Wilson the pass to Watford. Here's Sharp. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. A wide open look here for Craig. Bangs home the trifecta. Craig's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Pass to Clowney. Sharp on the wing. Here's Clowney. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Nets lead by 11.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Stolen by Wilson. In transition, here come the Nets. Launches a 3, and the Nets another 3. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, they're continuing to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Wilson kicks to Johnson. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 16. Pass to Craig. And they get it. And the 3 ball is good. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Johnson, the pass to Watford. Nets passing it around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, and it's no good. Here's Pritchard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
These Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Outside Williams. There's the 3. And it's White with the rebound.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Nets.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Johnson.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Now, here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Here's White. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen.
teams here, VA, so making sure that possessions count. Work to get the best possible shot you can in the half court, because you know there's not going to be a lot of second opportunities in this one.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in its power forward. Brunson against Russell. Outside Johnson. Thomas, a screen on Hart. Lets it go from 11. The shot by Johnson, no good. And here's New York now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. And he said when you watch film on Karl Anthony Towns, his size is impressive. But when you're actually standing next to him, he looks a whole lot bigger. And he knows how to use that size on the blocks and on the perimeter, which makes him an especially tough cover. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie. Double team on Russell. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Johnson against Brunson. Johnson with a bucket.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Left side, Anunoby. Back to Towns. Out to Bridges. High post Towns. Working on Claxton. 5 to shoot. Towns passes to Bridges. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
These are his first free throws of the game. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Hart with a screen on Russell. Back to Brunson. Anunoby against Williams. Anunoby on the take to the left side wing. Towns for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Up top, Johnson. He's covered by Hart. Johnson with a bucket.
He's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instinct's just showing off from Russell there.
Outside Hart. Outside Anunoby. Drives to the hoop. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. And Claxton throws it down.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Towns goes in, kicks it out to Anunoby. Thomas against Bridges. Back to Anunoby. It's Bridges on the wing. Over Thomas. Another shot. And Towns with the lay-in. Towns has got 5.
I mean, I'll tell you, Towns is so dangerous on the offensive glass.
And Claxton gets it to go on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, BA. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Outside Hart. From outside the arc. First shot won't go. The Nets with the lead. Right side Johnson. Hart pulls it in. New York has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Anunoby. It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Hart. Towns a screen on Johnson. Hart. Claxton with the block. Williams against Bridges. Williams up top. No points so far. And Claxton throws it down.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Brunson against Russell. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Three-pointer. The shot won't fall. Nick Claxton getting it done for Brooklyn. Between his scoring and rebounding. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
They've got Williams. Johnson is out there with Anthony Melton. Then they're Sharp, and it's Clowney in at the four-man position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Payne finds Robinson. Back to Payne. Right side, Robinson. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Nets leading by 4. Williams a screen on Payne. Johnson passes to Williams. Count that bucket.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Achua. Outside Payne. Shoots over Johnson. The shot by Payne, no good. And Williams has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. He takes it in. The kick out to Johnson. Let's go with a 3. Hits the trifecta. Johnson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Payne. To the inside. Here's Robinson. And he buries his first look.
Some footwork and some finesse from Mitchell Robinson.
For Brooklyn, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. Brooklyn leading by 9. Here's Clowney. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Outside Sharp. And the layup is good off the glass. Brett, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Here's Bridges. Wilson grabs the board. And here are the Nets now. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Pass to Clowney. Here's Williams. McBride covers. Now here's Williams. Defense is right there. Very pretty alley-oop.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Payne against Johnson. Payne, the pass to Robinson. Bridges, a screen on Sharp. Pass to Bridges. Outside McBride. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Robinson's defense is always a factor, Brent, and lately he's done a better job of staying on the floor.
Yeah, BA, fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots, it's about being in great position with your body and being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful.
Outside Achua. Pass to Robinson. And here's Payne outside. Connects from downtown. Payne's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And this is why Payne takes a good number of threes. He's pretty effective from there.
Johnson for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside Payne. Back to Bridges. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Johnson comes in for Clowney. Thomas, he's checked in for Wilson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Johnson. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. Anunoby, he's checked in for McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Fires from way outside.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He hit it.
Great shot. Whoa.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Nicholas Claxton, what a contribution.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. We've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. Johnson for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Hart with a screen on Russell. Pass to Anunoby. Launches a 3. Sinks it from distance. Anunoby's got 5 points.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Williams from long range drains the triple. And the Nets lead by 17.
You love the selfless attitude right there from Johnson. Nice feed to the open man.
Back to Hart. Over Johnson. And it comes off the front of the rim. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. This one for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
Johnson brings such a different element with that quick trigger. Not all guys have that.
Outside Hart. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Out to Bridges. Hart with a screen on Thomas. It's Bridges on the wing, covered by Johnson. Hart can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 20. Thomas, left side. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Give him 8 points now.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Here's Brunson. Will it go? And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Brunson. Bridges has gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, canning it from the corner isn't as easy as Bridges made it look that time.
Williams' shot is good.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Towns can't get it to go. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. Russell from outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Takes a three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Williams on the wing. Fires the three. Gets the three ball to go. Williams has got 11 points.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Johnson with a bucket.
You can tell Johnson is enjoying himself playing without overthinking it.
Towns up top. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 11 rebounds in the game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Towns finds Anunoby. Kicks it out Towns, and it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Russell.
Oh, my goodness!
I did not know he could get up like that.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. That one goes in.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Williams from long range. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First personal foul. Team seconds. Substitutions on the court.
There's 10 seconds left in the third. McBride passes to Achua. And Anunoby for 3. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. They've got Trendon Watford, also Johnson out there, and it's Wilson in at small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Watford inside. Blocked! Outside McBride, inside, Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
Achua with a steal. Fast break, New York. Here's Anunoby. Brooklyn pulls it in. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Outside Sharp, pass to Johnson. From deep. Towns with a rebound. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. McBride passes to Anunoby. Wilson grabs the board.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Towns goes in, and it's powered home by Towns.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Pass to Sharp. Out to the wing. Here's Johnson. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from 3.
Kind of like playing in the rec league. Little to no defense on that possession. And the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Achua with it. Watford covering. Stolen by Sharp. Here's Clowney. And a two-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
With the drive. Achua for three. He drops it from range. Achua's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Clowney. Achua defending. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Achua can't hit. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Watford, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Pass to Anunoby. Left side McBride. Back to Anunoby. Kicks it out Towns. Here's Kolek. Watford covering. Achua for three. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Wilson. McBride covers. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Whitehead's checked in. For Brooklyn, Lewis comes in for Wilson, and it's Martin in for Whitehead. Up minute 31 left in the fourth quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive.
Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn. Melton comes in for Martin. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Nicholas Claxton.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Anunoby with it. Comes up empty down low.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Brunson against Melton. Outside Hart. Back to Brunson. 4 on the clock. Shot's good by Hart.
That's a difficult spot for defenders against Josh Hart. They're guarding against the drive or the perimeter shot, and he'll hit them from the mid-range.
And that one's good. Sharp.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Puts up a deep 3. Off on that one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team.
Action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Anunoby out there with Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. Towns kicks to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Hart the pass to Brunson. Here's Anunoby. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pass to Holiday. Brown outside. Out to White. Tatum with it. Now White. Shoots over Bridges. And it's White missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Anunoby against White. Here's Hart. Off target with his 3. The ultimate blue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Towns kicks to Hart. And here's Brunson outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
Outside Holiday. The Celtics working the ball around now. Bridges against White. 5 on the clock. Here's Holiday. Chalk up 2 there.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Now here's Brunson. Hart with a screen on Holiday. Brunson with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Towns, no luck.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
That gives them the lead.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Porzingis with the steal. Here's White. Offline with his 3. New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Brown against Anunoby. Pass to Towns. Back to Anunoby.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Bridges kicks to Towns. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Karl Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter. Doesn't take him any time to get set up.
Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your 2 best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on a game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. You can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. Let's see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Brown the pass to White. From the arc. Boston again missing. The Knicks leading by 3. Anunoby finds Hart. Back to Anunoby. A three-pointer is right on target.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The kick out to Holiday. It's to Porzingis. Holiday Robinson. Outside, White. Bridges with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Hart the pass to Bridges. Now Hart. Anunoby has the open look. And so it's New York with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
You've got Tatum. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. In the corner, it's Bridges. Oh, good with the triple. Celtics trail by 6. You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
Out to the right wing. And McBride gets it to go. McBride's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks. Pass to Craig. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Achua with it. Tatum on him. Out to Bridges. Here's Payne. And here is Achua. New York moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Pass to Hauser. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Sinks the triple. Hauser's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Payne passes to McBride. Driving the lane. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Pritchard. No scoring in this one.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, GA. Thank you. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll, but it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
Porzingis finds Horford. Up top, Brown. He's guarded by Anunoby. Horford, no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
A 3-ball. And it's White with the rebound. Celtics trail by 9. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Poked away. 1:15 left to play in the first half. Towns, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in, and then for New York. Hart, he's checked in for Robinson, and it's Bridges in for Miles McBride. Now here's Porzingis. Nothing on the board. Brown wide open. He fired. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. With the drive, here's Anunoby. Drills it from outside. Anunoby's got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
The kick out to Brown. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. Hauser misses. Brunson with a clean look. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, consistency as a jump shooter. Jalen Brunson with that quick, compact release.
White looking around. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the New York Knicks riding a 15. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Celtics trail by 15. Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. They've got Hart. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Now here's White. Scoreless thus far. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum kicks to White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Celtics. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Lets it go from deep, and again, Boston with the triple.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Brunson against Howard. Brunson down the lane. Here's Hart. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Celtics trail by 9. Brown kicks to Tatum. Out to White. Jacks up a 3. White with another miss.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And Tatum hammers it home.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
White against Hart. And Derek White picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Brunson against Holiday. Brunson the pass to Hart. Bridges for 3.
This is what makes Derek White so dangerous. Yes, he can score it. Yes, he can pass it. But he is a tenacious defender.
Porzingis lays it up and banks it in. And now just a 5-point New York lead.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Outside, Towns. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Celtics on offense. They've scored 10 straight. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Now White, after Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. The Celtics working the ball around now. The kick out to Tatum. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from 18. Here's Porzingis. It counts, and the foul. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. Achua, he's checked in for New York. Now here's Brunson. He has 6. To the left side wing. Connects from three-point range. Achua's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brown kicks to Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Here's Holiday. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks leading by 5. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Here's Pritchard. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. The kick out to Holiday. Drills the three-pointer. Holiday's got 5 now.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. A different look for New York. Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Miles McBride comes in for Josh Hart. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Pritchard. Payne covering. Pass to Horford. Here's Hauser. Over to the wing. Back to Brown. For the 3. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's McBride, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And here's Brown outside, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the New York Knicks. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so here is New York. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in a point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Outside, Horford. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. New York leading by 6. McBride with the ball. Payne kicks to Achua. Pass to Towns. And the 3 off target. Boston shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Craig finds Tatum. Takes the 3. There's Tatum's range on display.
What a weapon the 3 has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
Horford against Towns. Pass to Payne. Towns sets the pick for Payne. Anunoby in the corner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3.
And the Knicks lead by 6. Outside Tatum. Over McBride. Tatum's shot is off. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Towns a screen on Horford. Out to the right wing. Here's Anunoby. And again, New York with the triple.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's McBride. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. And now an 11-point Knicks lead. And Tatum puts up a deep three. Tatum with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Anunoby against Gray. Achua, the pass to McBride. Tatum on the wing. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Hauser.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
Payne kicks to Anunoby. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Celtics trail by 8. Over to the wing. Trey passes to Hauser. Outside Tatum. No good from outside.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Lets the three fly. Towns, no luck.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Count that one. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
This guy is such a gifted offensive player. Jason Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
Towns kicks to Achua. Over to the left wing. Here's McBride. New York missing again. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The kick out to Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
1:03 left to play in the final quarter. Towns in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. The shot's good from Achua.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Tatum way outside. Tatum with another miss. Pass to McBride. The three-pointer, no good. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Anunoby. Traps in the tray. And now a 12-point Knicks lead.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
From deep three-point territory. Payne can't hit. Stolen away. Launches from deep. No good. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
And Claxton throws it down.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Outside Porzingis. Brown inside, working on Williams. Some solid defense from Williams.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
About a minute into this first quarter, it's stolen by Tatum. Fast break, here come the Celtics. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And look at Porzingis hustling in transition, getting there to complete the fast break.
Now White. Back to Tatum. Pass to White. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by Johnson.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive power.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's White. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Brooklyn ball.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. White with the steal. Outside Holiday. Launches it. They get it again. Outside Tatum. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Holiday, no good. And it's Brooklyn ball. They trail by 1. Johnson passes to Russell. A good look from Johnson. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
It's stolen by Johnson. And now the Nets on the break. Boston pulls it in. Pass to Porzingis. It's good. Porzingis has got 6.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's White. To the left wing. Lets it fly. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Give him 8 points now.
He gets a lot of his points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Porzingis is always ready to let it fly if he's got the room.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
So it's Boston now, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Here's Tatum. Rebounded by Johnson. And we've got 1:18 left in the first. Russell to pass to Johnson. Thomas outside to the middle. Here's Claxton. With the second effort. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Boston trailing. Now here's Porzingis. Give him 8 points now. Here's White. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. The Nets have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And here's Thomas from the arc. That one doesn't drop.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Outside Tatum. Back to White. Right side Tatum. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Thomas, that's good.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
White with it. Back to Holiday. Pass to Brown. White for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, a good close contest so far as we fit. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
On the floor for the Nets, they've got Johnson. He's out there with the Anthony Melton. Williams is out there with Sharp. And it's Clowney in at the 4. Now here's Williams. Here's Melton. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Tatum drills the 3.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Pass to Clowney. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Tatum against Johnson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws. How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. There's Tatum with the 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Here's Williams. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. And Boston with some changes. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Horford, and Holiday subbed in for Craig. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Williams. Here's Hauser. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Pritchard. Now Porzingis. He's guarded by Claxton. Shot clock at 2. Porzingis passes to Hauser. No good on the triple.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Johnson on the wing. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Clowney, good.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Outside Porzingis to stop the run. Operating inside. Porzingis. Nets leading by 7. Johnson inside. To the paint. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Boston has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Hauser. Lets it go from deep. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the right side. Here's Wilson. And the Nets, another 3.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Porzingis with a screen on Thomas. Knocks it down from distance. Holiday's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Thomas, to the middle. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Celtics trail by 11. The 3 ball. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Clowney, hounded by Tatum. Thomas, right side. Throws it up high. Can't complete the lob.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Thomas with a steal. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And Claxton throws it down.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Pass to Clowney.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. So it's the Brooklyn Nets liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
And get ready for the Fan Half-Court Shot. Drum roll, please. Their measurement of the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Nicholas Claxton, what a contribution.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
The perimeter pair, it's White and Brown. Oh, highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Now here's Tatum. And he lobs it up top. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference.
No basket.
Celtics trail by 17. A little mid-range shot is up. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside. Oh, deflected. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. The Celtics shooting just 33% so far in this game. Tatum from long range nails it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 8.
Well, Tatum has such a natural talent for shooting. Pulling up on a dime is no problem for him.
Here's Thomas. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
They're just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Thomas for 3. The offensive rebound. Back to Russell. Thomas outside. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Johnson. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
White against Thomas. And there's the lob, and Claxton throws it down.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Now here's Johnson. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And here's Russell. Still no points. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Russell. Outside Tatum. The three is up. No good on the shot.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Celtics trail by 16. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. So the Nets making a switch here. Watford's checked in. Johnson with a bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pritchard. Claxton with the block. From deep three-point range, Tatum pulls it in. Boston's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Boston, no good that time either.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Here's Pritchard, still without a bucket.
Next foul.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in for Drew Holiday. And a change for the Nets. Sharp's checked in. Here's Pritchard. That shot missing. Good D by Sharp. And it's Brooklyn ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Wilson. They get it back. Left side Sharp. Watford the pass to Sharp. Boston pulls it in.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Pass to Brown. Off the mark there with a three.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Johnson. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Nets.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter here.
Noah Clowney.
Here's Pritchard. A deep three. And no good. And so it's Brooklyn with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
Jalen Wilson.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. They've got Trendon Watford, also Johnson out there, and it's Sharp in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things. Well, he saw the defender back. and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Here's Wilson. Knocks down the long J.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
This is where Horford's agility comes into play. He finds the lane and takes it all the way.
Cornette's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Hauser. Lewis is checked in for Brooklyn. Whitehead comes in for Clowney. Now here's Watford from the arc. That shot, no good. Here's Pritchard. Three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 22. Outside Johnson. Pass to Watford. The kick out to Johnson. From outside, off the mark. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Horford finds Holiday. Horford against Sharp. And Horford powers it home.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor. Putting the defense on notice with a big dunk.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn. Martin comes in for Whitehead. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Sharp. Shoots. And again, it's the Nets missing. Three-pointer, Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Celtics trail by 19. Here's White. The layup misses. Watford with it, now guarded by White. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. Clowney, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Melton comes in for Martin. Holiday's over to help. Pass to Clowney. From deep, Johnson. Pure from three-point range.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now here's Tatum. Stolen by Melton.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Johnson. Here's Clowney. Off target from three-point range. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. And that one drops for him.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Lewis is checked in for Brooklyn. Watford comes in for Melton.
Lewis.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Lewis. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. White with a steal.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And what a huge performance it was for Nicholas Claxton.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
Here's Clowney. And Porzingis with the block.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
We've got a line change here for Boston. Martin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Whitehead comes in for Clowney. Whitehead, shot is good.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And that one drops. There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth. Johnson passes to Sharp. Martin outside. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Horford, he's off on the layup. And Brooklyn with possession here. Here's Watford. Offline with a 3. Here's Hauser. For 3. No good. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way